guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be doing a October writing vlog. It is October 6th right now. The goal for this month I have right now is to get to 65,000 words. I think I'm at 46,000. I will put it right here. I've done some writing already in October, just a little bit. I have a whole plan, but I currently have a sinus infection. I'm trying to get over it, but we're going to take this month as it comes. It kind of feels like that's just how I have to treat life lately, is nothing has really gone as planned. It has felt like with writing, with YouTube, with just life, health, house things, lots of unexpected things. It's been a really long week. We were just on the most wonderful vacation in Scotland and had a small delay with our flight for a couple days. I say small, it was delayed to 2 to 3 days leaving the UK, and so we ended up getting a surprise full day in London, which was very exciting, but it's just kind of thrown me for a loop into getting started for this next month. I have a really fun writing vlog that I got to make while I was in Scotland. We were staying in like an old Duke's estate, so think Downton Abbey, and it was turned into a hotel, and I got to write there. It was so fun. So I have a whole little writing vlog that I did there. Either it's already posted and I'll put it right here, or it'll be coming out very soon. We traveled by train from London to Edinburgh, which is the same station in Harry Potter that they travel like on the train, and so they have a Harry Potter shop there, and we got all these really fun snacks for the train. We got like chocolate frogs, we got Birdie Bott's every flavor beans, we got all this really fun stuff, and we really liked it, and we ended up like having a little bit of them and then saving them for when we got home. And of course, when we got home, somehow our dog got into the chocolate. Then we had some fun like emergency vet clinics that we got to go to this week. So it's just been like it's been a long week, but we're gonna make the best of it, keep going with everything. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways, I have some really fun vlogs coming for you guys. I'm quite behind on editing. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow I have a video coming out and it's August, like an August writing vlog, and we're in October now, so we're a bit behind, but I'm going to try to just keep editing and catch up and like just keep posting them throughout October. So it may take until the end of October to catch up to like where I am now, but we're gonna try. Anyways, let me update you on where I'm at with the writing. So this is where I'm at for October. Is I have written 2 days out of this week so far, out of this 6 days. I did not meet my word count. Basically, I just kind of turned September and October into one like challenge on my pacemaker here. So currently we're at 45,869 words, and we have 19,131 left for the end of October. I'm gonna update it right now and see like what the real like number is that I'm supposed to be writing. It's probably around 1,000 by now. Let's take a look. Not quite. 851 words. So that's exciting. So I'm gonna try to get some writing in today. I wish I had done some yesterday. It was a double down day for heart breathings, and so there were a lot of live sprints, but that's how I got my words done. Wednesday and Thursdays I joined the heart breathings like lives, and I only like joined for like 1 or 2 sprints, read through some stuff, edited, that kind of thing. I'm moving on to a new chapter right now, so it's taking a lot of thinking of what I'm doing, where before I wrote when I was on vacation and I was finishing up that chapter when I got home. So I had about 400 and something words left. Did that. So that's kind of where we're at now. I'm supposed to write 426 words today. So at most an hour of writing in the grand scheme of things in a sprint. We're gonna see. I did watch Sarah Cannon's new rough draft challenge and I would like to participate. I am not sure where I'll be at that point, which is kind of hard. So if I stay on track, I will be at 65,000 words, which would mean that in November I would need to do a large chunk. So I think for her, yes, so I was thinking of doing the Emerald Challenge, potentially the Sapphire Challenge of 25,000 words, if that's where I'm at, because at the end of this, if I hit my goal, I'll be at 65,000, so I really need like 20,000 more after that. Okay, so probably the Sapphire Challenge will be my goal for November. So I just changed up my pacemaker press just a little bit after looking at it and took off an entire week just in case I am sick with like chronic illness things or just something happens. So a whole 5 days. Honestly, I should probably take off more if I'm going to be realistic. I should probably do 7. I think that makes a little bit more sense. So this is where we're at now, 1,100 and write 60 words per day, which I know is not realistic for my life. Okay, so let's just talk about how September went. It didn't go very well. I don't even know. We had vacation and I wrote one day on vacation. I wrote 525 words. I wrote for like an hour. Then I just wrote periodically. The first week of September, I was still really motivated because in August I did pretty well despite having like a lot of stuff going on. And then I took a whole week off. I was doing like a lot of health stuff. And then that next week we were very busy and traveling. Then we were traveling again. And then our flight was delayed and we actually didn't get home until the 30th. So then on Wednesday and Thursday I got some writing in, and then I had different appointments and things. I did get a YouTube video edited. Honestly, I've been sick the past couple days. Not very productive weeks right now. I think in September we're going, or in October here, at the end of October, we're going away for a couple days. So honestly, I should probably take even more time off, like 10 days out of this month, just in case. So that has me at about 1,400 words a day. I don't like this though. I liked how manageable it looked with like just under 1,000. I don't know. So let me see, because right now this feels like kind of discouraging to see it like that high already. It makes me not want to do it. I liked that there were only like 400 to 500 words for today because I'm not feeling very well. I still have a sinus infection and it's just kind of like a rainy day. We are expected to get a hurricane this week where I live in Florida, so that might throw a wrench in a few things, but I'm going to try to keep working on everything. We shall see what happens, but let's look at it by the week. I don't know, I feel quite discouraged right now as I'm filming this. It looks like I need to do two almost 7,000 word weeks and one 5,000 word week. But the thing is, this isn't how like it goes. It really goes like, let me go over here. It'll be like, I'm gonna write today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, and then I'm gonna take Wednesday and Thursday off. And then maybe I'll write half my word count Friday, and I'll write Saturday's word count. So it's like, that's how I write. Anyways, I'm gonna try not to get discouraged, and I'm going to make myself a snack right now, pull up a live stream. I did just look at what I'm currently writing, which is my chapter 15, and there's a lot to write in this chapter. I know there's a live stream, a Sarah Cannon live stream at 4 p.m. and it's almost 3 right now. So maybe I will try to prep like what I want to write until then. I don't know, I just have such a headache. I don't know why I'm pushing this when I'm really not feeling well, but it just feels like I can get something done, so I should. I was watching a Sarah Cannon video on it was her writing retreat video she did, and I just felt so motivated to like get back to writing. That was like quite a few hours ago, and then I like did some other stuff, and now I feel like my energy is zapped again. But I'm gonna make myself some more food. Hopefully that gives me energy, and then I can sit down. I think honestly, our house is really messy, so just like please ignore this whole background. I think I need to like sit down and journal a bit about this scene with like the playlist for the book, and that would probably help me get into the zone and like really feel in the characters' heads of like what I want to write about this. I feel like I really need to go into the character page here on Scrivener and review all of their like personality traits, because this is a very pivotal scene where the two male and female lead like basically are having a very big pivotal moment, and this is going to kind of propel their relationship forward. It's enemies to lovers, so I think right now my struggle is I'm wanting to write it not enemies to lovers, as in like I'm so excited for them to be forced to spend time together this way, and I want them to just be like so freaking excited about it like I am, but they're not. So I need to make sure it feels real that they like wouldn't want to spend time together, because my brain right now can't comprehend why they shouldn't spend time together, because I know why they're so perfect for each other and everything that's gonna kind of like tumble on down the road. So this is a scene that was added into this, and I took out the old scene that was here for this. There was a version of this, but it wasn't this. And I don't know, I'm being very vague, but it wasn't this. It was completely different. You could feel like the tension in the room before, and they were definitely very attracted to each other, even though like they probably shouldn't have been. But this version, they are not a fan of what's about to happen, and I just really am. So it's hard to not let that show through. Next day, and I just wanted to do a little update on how my writing went yesterday. I wrote a total of 512 words, which was more than the suggested, which is great. I haven't written yet for the day. Unfortunately, I live in Florida and we are expecting a hurricane soon, so I had to put all my spare time and energy to prepping for the hurricane, and we're gonna have to do some more later. But right now, I'm just waiting for my husband to get home so we can kind of like do some outside stuff together that I need his help for. So I'm taking a break, and I was just trying to look at my writing schedule. I'm like downloading a bunch of stuff so I can edit YouTube videos during the storm in case we lose power, and I just wanted to see where I'm at with my writing. Today I'm supposed to write 847 words, which may happen. I also have a sinus infection, which I ended up taking Claritin D this morning, and it just like transformed everything. So I'm feeling so much better than I was even just a couple of hours ago, which is kind of crazy. So my head feels like alert and awake for the first time in quite a while. So I'm thinking I might be able to get a little bit of writing done tonight. So we'll see. I'm probably not going to get 800 words, but I could see myself doing like 4 or 5 again. So this is where the other day, yesterday, I was looking at adding time into my projected timeline. So I want to work on that right now, and I'm just going to kind of show you guys what I'm doing, because a lot of these plotting tools basically just show you like what you have to do every day, and that really overwhelms me. The like 1100 words every day, like including weekends, for the rest of the month to finish this goal is just like not realistic for me. But telling myself I need to do the 1500 words 3 times a week for the next month, like that is super attainable to me. So I don't know, my brain just can't think about an everyday because that's just not realistic. And then when I see the numbers getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it's so discouraging to me, and I get really like awkwardly uncomfortable with it. Then I have to mess around with the settings and see if I can kind of tweak it to be more what I was thinking and block off certain days or something like that. So, but we're gonna try. So I think my husband just got home and we're gonna have to do some hurricane prep, but I will check in later. October 17th, and I wrote a lot yesterday, but I did not update, and so I'm giving you a little update now. I think I showed you, but I lowered my goal again because I'm having a resurgence of my disc herniation, and now they're mentioning surgery, which is such a bummer. I don't know, I find out tomorrow, but we're still getting words in, we're still writing. I really enjoyed writing yesterday. I spent a lot of time just kind of, I don't know, I wrote things, but then I also brainstormed a bunch last night and worked on it till like 10 p.m. at night, which I hadn't done in a really long time. I was really enjoying myself, listening to some piano music, just getting in my feels about the love story and just like the headspace of the main female character. It's really fun. So right now I'm at 47,687 words. Yesterday I wrote 1,306 words. I lowered the number of words I'm trying to get done this month to 57,000, and that means that today I'm supposed to write 717 words, but my goal is before Saturday I want to hit 50,000. So I just looked it up and I need to write at least 1,156 words today and then do the same tomorrow, or I need to write, basically I need to write 2,313 words total to hit 50, and I'm really going to celebrate 50 and be happy with that. So that's my little update. I'm going to continue with my little scene that I was writing last night. It's like one of the first moments that the female main character sees that the main male character like might not be so bad, and right now that is chapter 32, which it might not stay there, it may be a little bit earlier, but this is like a slow burn. Like, they don't like each other for 90% of this book, which is why it's going to be a duology for this like couple. It's going to be a duology because the first book, they do not like each other 90% of it. So it's fun to start the like thawing of their hearts just a smidge. Those little things that they've noticed like begrudgingly about each other for whatever motivations feel like they should do something about or acknowledge. And it's very fun. I've been reading a ton of Dramini fanfiction recently, which has definitely helped me get in that like kind of angsty, slow burn, I don't like you, but I begrudgingly will do nice things for you mood. I've been rereading one called Measure of a Man by In a Daze, maybe? In a Daze. I forgot how much I love this one. I haven't read it in like a year or two, and so I just really forgot how slow burn it is. I think it's like 600,000 words, and it's like it takes a long time for them to get there. It's been really fun to listen to, but yeah, I'm using that as like some inspo for this.